like to invite Joanna Chmiel to tell her speech, Resourcefulness. Resourcefulness, Joanna Chmiel.
If I were about to mention only one thing crucial for human success, I would say resourcefulness. What does it mean for me? For me, it is the art of getting what I want, of making use of possibilities that come across. But no matter how many words I would use to describe this trait, I would have to say one. Resourcefulness, leadership, and communication come along as one. Ronald Reagan, when asked about leadership, said that 80% of leadership is communication. The ability to share and inspire. And I think that this ability is value of Toastmasters. Because communication is not only about me, about one person. It requires other people. So it's not only how good I am at speaking, but how good you are in listening. So, is it at all worth improving the art of communication? Well, it doesn't depend on me only, so is it worth it? Let me ask you one question. In what kinds of situations did you find your communication skills helpful in getting what you wanted?
Arguments.
Arguments. Great. Maybe, well, I think maybe of job interview, of negotiating a contract, motivating team, marketing, presenting your product. Planning. I bet you could list hundreds of those. The art of communication is what makes our actions efficient. There it is. It's like speaking to people's hearts and reasons. But it's not only about words. Verbal communication accounts for only 7% of the whole communication process. The other 93% is non-verbal. So it doesn't matter what we say, it matters how we do it. And there the magic begins. The magic of Toastmasters. Knowing how to communicate, we make our mouths, our ears, our eyes, and all our senses our allies, not opponents. So I say, yes, it is worth the time and the effort to improve communication skills. How to do it then? Is there a golden recipe? Yeah, sure there is. And I want to share one with you. Making your everyday communication an intentional act, not a must. Intentional means conscious, being perfectly aware of your ups and downs, of your strengths, but also weaknesses. And remember that the latter won't go away like touched by a magic wand. Unless you make persistent practice a magic wand of yours. What's the recipe then? Take a bowl. Find a place where you can, in friendly environment, improve your skills. When you can learn, when you can make mistakes, and make them, lots of them. All in all, it's better to be mistaken there than in real life situations when your money, relationships, career may depend on what you say and how you say. Then put in some ingredients. Schedule your speech. Find the topic and perform and mix it all together. And here's the most important part, growing. Ask your listeners what they liked and disliked. Ask them for their opinions, for room for improvement, what you could have said different. What would matter for them? This is how you learn. Just approach them, ask them directly. They will tell you everything. The most helpful tips I got from my Toastmasters mentor was to read children's books out loud each evening to work on my vocals. It helped. It helped a lot when I needed it the most. And this is how you change from a weak, frightened speaker to someone who can master the words, the most powerful drug, Rudyard Kipling said. This is how you get stronger and more successful, by learning how to speak and how to listen. I bet that you stood on different stages before in your life. During job interviews, dates, first dinner, you know with whom. And I bet you've got some regrets. I could have said it differently. I could have said this or that, or speak less, listen more. And I've got some good news for you. There is a place where you can learn it. In Toastmasters, the best place to improve your speaking skills and leadership skills, and the best to make yourself more resourceful in any kind of situation.